Hey traders, welcome to another weekly market predictions video. This is going to be part 2. In part 1, we took a look at the euro dollar and the Aussie dollar and discussed the key levels of structure we're paying attention to for trading opportunities there. If you want to see that video, I'll have it linked in the description below. Otherwise, stick around for part 2 of the weekly market predictions. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the pound dollar, the dollar yen, and the dollar Swiss, and we'll be discussing the key levels of structure that we're looking at for trading opportunities on each of these pairs and what we're expecting next out of them. I have a new goal on these weekly market predictions videos to try to reach 300 likes, guys. So if you've gotten value out of my previous weekly market prediction videos, or if you feel as though you're going to get value out of this one, then please go ahead and click that like button for me. It would really help us out here at the trading channel. And if you're brand new here to the trading channel, then make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button located below the video to be sure you're alerted next time we come out with other weekly market prediction videos. So do those things while the intro and disclaimer roll, guys, and I will be right back to discuss a little more about this week's predictions on the pound dollar, the dollar yen, and the dollar Swiss. Welcome back, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get today's video started on the pound dollar 4-hour chart. And we actually had a losing trade here on the pound dollar 4-hour chart last week. We were taking a short trade right out of this area, and some of you may remember we actually had this as an idea on TradingView, and as you can see, the market came up double top. We had nice RSI divergence. This was at a previous daily level of structure, meeting all the criteria for my own personal trading plan, but unfortunately the market did not cooperate with that analysis, and that's okay, guys. That's something that's important to remember. We're not going to win every trade, and that's not the point of trading. The point is to give ourselves an advantage over the market. So after that losing trade, our analysis did actually play off the next day. In last week's video, we talked about this as a possible scenario. We talked about it being possible that the market breaks above this level of daily resistance and then pulls back into that level. You see, the important part's not to win every trade, and it's not to know exactly what the market's going to do. The important thing is to stay prepared for whatever the market does, because in reality, us as traders have no idea what the market will do, but we can prepare for every situation. Although I was short here on the pound dollar, I was prepared to take a long position if the market broke and closed above this daily level of structure, because that technically tells me that we're in an uptrend. We're continuing this uptrend. And although we are at a daily level of structure here that we were discussing last week, this is a counter trend trade. Look at this market, guys. We've been going up. And as we all know, counter trend trades are less likely to be winning trades than trend continuation trades. So once the market broke and closed above that level, we started looking for trend continuation and got some trend continuation out of this market once we pulled back into that daily level of structure. So that's the importance of being prepared. So now I'm going to quickly play you guys a clip from last week's video where we were pointing all of this out. And then I'll come right back here to the pound dollar and we'll talk about what we could see next out of this specific pair. So let's go ahead and head to that clip. Now, there's also a possibility that the market does not respect our analysis whatsoever and that we see this market head higher. As a trader, it's important to remember that we never really know exactly what's going to happen in the market. We just use our predictive analysis to give us an edge or an advantage over the market. So we could possibly see this market head higher, and if that's the case, then we'll be looking for long opportunities up into the 1.3430 zone. So if the market heads up and breaks above this previous level of resistance, then that's what we'll be looking for. This level here that we're at currently, the 1.3219 zone, will turn into support, and that's where we'll be looking for our next long opportunities on the pound dollar. And as for this pound dollar trade, alright guys, so here we are back on the pound dollar. We're on the daily chart now, and as you can see, that predictive analysis paid off quite nicely. We have our level of resistance here. That's the level we were talking about trying to get a close above before we saw a pullback into that red line that was now going to become support. We got that pullback and a rip by the pound straight up over 200 pips to that next structure level, and currently sitting around 300 pips above this structure level that we talked about as support. So that's analysis that paid off pretty well last week. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we can expect next out of this market. Now, of course, we have to turn these lines to blue because that's how we indicate support here at the trading channel. So these two lines are now support, and we only have one resistance line above price action, which I do not like. So we're going to go ahead and zoom out the chart and point out our next level of resistance here on the pound dollar. And I'm going to let you guys go ahead and see if you can spot that next level of resistance that I'm going to point out. Remember, we're looking for a level of structure that's been tested multiple times by this pair and respected. And that level is going to come right in here, guys. As you can see, the market has used this level as support multiple times. So if the market gets back up to that level, then we can expect to see some kind of reaction. So for all intensive purposes, as of right now on the pound dollar, looks as though we have ripped above this previous structure level at 1.3430, and the market seems to be pulling back towards that level. So in that area is where we can start to look for some long opportunities, and we have a long ways to go to the upside before our next level of major resistance, which is around the 1.3853 area. So that's our initial expectations here for the pound, based on the trend, based on the structure that we can currently see. And as for our next level of resistance above that, we're going to be taking a look at the 1.4090 level. Now, if the market disagrees with this analysis, again, remember, preparation is key, not necessarily being correct all the time. So using that preparation, we could say that if the market does not respect our analysis and instead closes below our 1.3430 level, we could possibly see that level turn into resistance, and we would be looking at our next level of support down here at 1.3208. That'll be the next level we look for long opportunities on this pair, and if we break below that one more time, we're going to be looking at the 1.3054 zone for long opportunities here on the pound. So those are the key levels of structure that we're paying attention to on the pound dollar. Now we'll go ahead and move on, and we're going to quickly go over the dollar yen and the dollar Swiss and the key levels of structure that we're paying attention to on these two pairs. As for the dollar yen, we're looking for resistance around 112.02. That is a level that we'll be looking for shorting opportunities from if the market makes it to that zone. So once we get up here, we're looking for some kind of shorting opportunity down to our first level of support, which is at 110.71. That's where we can look for long opportunities or targets if we get up to the 112 area and start to look for shorting opportunities. If we get a shorting opportunity, then the 110.71 area is where we can look for second targets on that trade. Now, if we break below 110.71, our next level of support is looking like 108.97. It's another area we can look for long opportunities here on the dollar yen. Now, above the 112 area of resistance, we can start to look for some type of long trades if this market continues up, and we will look for long trades up into the 114.18 area. That's our next place to look for counter trend shorting opportunities here on the dollar yen. So as for the immediate future, we're waiting to see if this dollar yen pair can give us some type of entry reason up here a little closer to the 112 area. So that's what we're looking at here on the dollar yen. Next up, we're going to take a look at the dollar Swiss, and this pair is currently hovering around a resistance area, but as you can see, if I draw on a box, it does not have very much room down to this next level of support, so I'm not really paying attention to that area for any kind of shorting opportunities. What I'd really like to see is this market break above that area and then pull back into this zone and turn into support before taking a long opportunity up to our next level of resistance at 0.9763 here on the dollar Swiss. And above that, our next level of resistance that we're going to be looking at is going to be right in here. As you can tell, this market came to this level and used it as support multiple times in the past, making it an important level of structure. So if we break above 0.9763, we can look for the next level of resistance to be around 0.9869 here on the dollar Swiss. Now, as for support, if we see this market drop, we could be looking for some type of long opportunities around the 0.9558 level, and below that we'll be looking right in here. Let me move this line up actually at our support level around 0.9443. That's actually going to be the next level of support where we look for long opportunities here on the dollar Swiss. As you can see, this again a level that's been tested as support multiple times, meaning that it could also act as support once more if the market gets down to this level. And that's what we're going to be looking for, guys, out of the dollar Swiss. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this week's edition of Forex Market Predictions. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it to be valuable. Of course, if you did, then please click that like button for me and let me know in the comments section below. If you're a trader who's struggling to stay consistently profitable, then we have a training program here at the Trading Channel that's already helped many traders accomplish this. And I'm going to go ahead and put some of their testimonials on the screen. So in this training program called the EAP, you'll learn the strategies and entry techniques that I use in my own personal trading, along with receiving email analysis 3 to 5 times a week, pointing out trades that I'm going to take before I place them, such as the euro dollar trade we saw in the part 1 edition of this week's Forex market predictions. And most importantly, you'll also learn how to incorporate discipline into your trading. Learn how to incorporate that factor of trading psychology that is most important to keeping you consistently profitable. And I do this by complete transparency and sharing my trades with you guys and showing you that although I go through drawdowns, I still consistently trade my own personal trading plan in order to come out on the other side with new equity highs. And you can see that through the review videos that we have posted on the EAP members page. So if you feel like any of that could help you in your journey to becoming profitable, and if you want to try that program out, I'll leave a link in the description below. Otherwise, go ahead and sign up for our email list if you'd like to receive other free educational content that we don't post here on YouTube. I wish you guys the best of luck on all your future trades, and I'll see you guys in the next video.